Welcome to Wow Brows. I'm so glad you're here. Please type your name in the chat if you haven't already, and we are going to get started. So, way to go. We already have Mary Lynn and Tirsa on, and Tammy. Happy New Year, everyone. Love it. And Rachel, welcome. So, today I'm giving away it's a pretty new product. It came out not this year, but 2024. It came out in 2024. Now that we're in a new year, but our Clear Brow Styling Gel. And this is something I was so excited when Mary Kay launched it, because they used to have a brow gel years ago and I loved it. And then it got discontinued. And then when they relaunched this one, I even like this one better because it's not like stiff, but it still keeps stuff in place, if that makes sense. So yay. So one of you lucky winners is going to get this tonight, and it goes great with, it's just a clear brow gel, just keeps the eyebrows in place. Okay, so I'm going to talk about some different products on here that's going to help with the eyebrows. Now, depending on your eyebrows, maybe it will kind of determine which product is best for you, because you can use all three, but some of them are better if you don't have much eyebrows, and some of them are better if you have a lot of thick eyebrows. So we're going to hop into this, talk about the products, then we're going to spin a wheel and find out what the gift with purchase is. And then at the end, I'm going to give you a chance to think about who do you know and would love to refer to a free facial. And that gives me a chance to get all your names typed up on the wheel of names. And then at the very end, we'll spin and give away that gift. And we'll share our best kept secret. So we're going to first talk about what we're giving away today. And that's the Clear Brow Styling Gel. And this helps to lift, tame, and sculpt your brows with the Clear Gel formula. It's really easy to use. The gel lifts and tames, and it has awesome holds, but it's not like hard, if that makes sense. The trend is laminated brow look. And so that way you can get that laminated brow look at your very own home. And you can use it to prep before your brow tint or your brow liner. Or you can even use it after to set it. So you can kind of play around and see which style you like best. Lately, I've been doing it first to prepare the brows. And you can, if you love your brow color, you can just use this as just a way to like shape them a bit and just keep them in place. And so if you're like, I really love the color, I don't need to add anything, this is a great way to just do something with them, but not have to do too much. And I'm actually going to walk you through each of these. So I have some eye makeup remover. This is our oil-free eye makeup remover, and it cleans off your eye makeup. But right now I'm going to clean off my eyebrows because I do have some brow tint in it from earlier this morning. So I'm just going to put this on my eyebrows and take that off so that you can kind of see as I do the different brow things for you. So hope you guys are having an awesome new year. I know we are for sure enjoying it. My kids don't go back to school till Monday, and it's been nice to have these extra days to just play with them. And okay, so I'm just got my eyebrows completely natural. Yep, it took off the eyebrow stuff. Okay, so my first step is I like to do the Clear Brow Gel. So I have it on here, and I probably should grab a mirror, but I'm just going to use this as my mirror. And I'm just putting it all over to let it set. Cool. I'm glad your New Year's been great. That's awesome. And yay, Donna, I'm glad you're on watching. Okay, so that's the Clear Brow. That's $14. I feel like one of those lasts me about 3 months. I haven't exactly mapped it out, but I know I've been through a few of them, and I started using it back probably last May or April. But yeah, so probably every 3 months or so is when I think it's about gone. Okay, and Happy New Year, Ashley. Yay, so glad you're here. Okay, so now, I need to go fix the thing on this, obviously, the font. So the Mary Kay brow looks great in my PowerPoint, but apparently when I stream it in here, it's like a little off. But this is our precision brow liner. So this liner is a very fine tip. This one's really great if you don't have a lot of eyebrows and you need to draw them in. You want to do light feather-like strokes or like tiny little hair-like strokes to get that look. And I'm going to teach you how to outline and define and find where your brow should start and end and where it's the highest part. This has a retractable retractable, what's the word? Liner. So it's get bigger and smaller. You can twist it. It's super fine tip. So it gives that tiny little look, a little brush of hair looks. It's waterproof and life proof. So you can go to the gym and carry on with your life and stuff. And on the next page, I'm going to go, actually, I'm going to talk about the brow liner and the brow tint, and then we're going to go back and apply this as well. So with the brow tint, this is awesome if you have the eyebrow hair there, but maybe it's just not the color you want. As I get older, I notice my eyebrows are getting lighter, and so they are harder to see, and it's great to have something to define them. This is my absolute favorite. I'm a mom of 3. They're busy. Not much time in the morning. I love using this I don't have to like brush little strokes. I do have thick eyebrows. They're just not exactly the color I want them anymore because they're lighter than they used to be. So I love this because it's super fast. It's never stiff. And one of these I think lasts me about 3 months as well, using it every day. So yeah, and there's 4 different shades in that one as well. So there's a light brown or light blonde, dark blonde, which is weird because the dark blonde is actually lighter than the blonde. So there's a blonde, a dark blonde, a brunette, and a dark brunette. Okay, so brow mapping. So this is to find your perfect brow shape and then how you can fill it in. So when you're lining it up, you want to make sure like right here at the corner of your eye, you don't want hair past that. So anything past that, you can pluck it, but you don't want to pluck it too much. And so this is a really good measurement to show you where you should stop plucking your eyebrows. So right there. And then with 3, that's the very edge of the eye. That's where it should end. And then going straight through the eyeball there, that is where you want the highest tip to be. So that is how you map it out. So now I'm going to walk you through. Let me grab my mirror here. And I've already done the clear brow gel. Maybe I should put my glasses back on. I can still have those. But I'm going to make this a little bigger so you can see. The color I'm using is blonde on the Precision Brow Liner. That's a really fine tip. I'm using blonde. And then on the brow tint, I'm going to use dark blonde, which the blonde and the dark blonde, like I said, this one, dark blonde, I find is better for me, even though it's a little lighter than blonde. And anyway, so you just have to kind of play with it. But the beautiful part is Mary Kay has 100% satisfaction guarantee. So if you find you get something you're like, this is not the right color, we can totally exchange it. So, okay, so going into this, it might be plucked a little too far at the moment. It's like a brow, pretty close, but I'm just doing light feather-like strokes right where my eyebrow should be, and then ending right here. And then the highest point is going to be right here. So light feather-like strokes. And I don't use this one because I use the brow tint, but I'm just showing you how to use this one. This is great if you don't have eyebrows, but it will kind of define it more. And if you accidentally pluck too far, you can kind of fill it in with this. And then I'm going to come over. So you see it just kind of gives a cleaner shape to it, right? Now over here, I'm actually pretty good right there on the eyebrow where it should start. Kind of just fills it in a little bit, darkens the color. Yeah, so pretty simple. Nice and simple. So I did the brow liner first, the clear gel one, then the brow liner, and then we're going to do the brow tint, which is my favorite. I just opened up a new one today. So as I was using it this morning. Now this is so simple. Like you just start there. And if you feel like you got too much on there, I have a little trick that helps. But crazy simple. And then I'll come do it on the other side. And since this one is a brand new one, I don't really feel like I have to re-dip it back in because I feel like it has quite a bit when it first comes out. Cool. So, and with brows, they're never going to be identical. They're never going to be twins. So we're not going for twins, but we're going for sisters. We want them to look related, right? So that's a fun little thing about that because, yeah, eyebrows are all different shapes and sizes. You just want to make sure yours look like they're related. Now, this last little tip that if you feel like you got too much on there or you just feel like the hair isn't going in the correct way, I love, it's called our eyebrow and eyeliner brush. It's a dual end. So you see we have, this is the eyebrow brush and this is an eyeliner. So you can use it for like a gel. Well, you can use it for like a gel eyeliner, or you can use it for liquid eyeshadows or even mineral powder too. So with this one, if I feel like the hairs are still not going quite the way I want them to go, I just kind of nicely shape them with this. And that's the final step. So that is, and these are $12. Drop my brow gel. And everything else is $14. So the brow gel, the brow tint, and the precision brow liner, all $14. So those are easy to remember. And our oil-free eye makeup remover that I use before going to bed, that cleans off my eye makeup, also your eyebrows. It takes off waterproof makeup. Not only does it clean off your makeup, but it conditions your eyelashes, keeping them nice and healthy. And it's so important to wash your eye makeup off every night. And if you struggle with that, I would find, this is a new year. Today's January 2nd when we're doing this video. Create a habit. So find something you're already really good at before bed. Maybe it's brushing your teeth, and habit stack. Either do this right before you brush your teeth or right after, and clean off the eye makeup. And if you need more motivation, Google eyelash mites, and you will never go to bed with your eye makeup on again. So, because when you learn about those, they're not beautiful. So don't be eating dinner while you're watching about eyelash mites. But that is a motivation right there, because they don't like light. So when are they going to come out? When it's dark. And so don't sleep with your eye makeup on. So, yay. And we have a bunch more people that hopped on. I already said hello to Ashley. Krista, welcome, Krista. Sabrina, yes. And she says, I need brow help. You are in the right place. So a lot of it takes practice, having the right tools and the right colors for your eyebrows. So as we wrap up, I'm going to show the colors and go into that, on this next slide. So brow hair color. So this is going to kind of help you know whereabouts to start. Of course, we have that 100% satisfaction guarantee if you find it's not quite the right one. But if you have light hair, for light blonde hair, use the Mary Kay liner in blonde. That's what I was using today. Or the Mary Kay Chroma Fusion eyeshadow in hazelnut. It's a light brown matte colors, not shimmer. You don't want to put shimmer on your eyelashes or your eyebrows. But that's another option. If you have our hazelnut eyeshadow, you can fill in the sparse brow spots with that. And that's what I would definitely use with this eyeliner. And you can also use the Precision Brow Liner in dark blonde to add a little more definition. And to further tone the brows, use the Mary Kay Volumizing Tint in blonde for cooler, and dark blonde for more golden blonde. And I have more golden blonde, and that's why I like the dark blonde. But if you have cooler, if you're a cooler blonde, I would suggest the blonde brow tint. And if you have gray or silver, taupe shades work best, such as our brow liner and brow tint in blonde or dark blonde, and using like a corresponding Chroma Fusion eyeshadow. So pretty much kind of the same on that. You could play around with hazelnut. That'd probably be the eyeshadow color if you're using that. So that's for more lighter. If you're a redhead, I would recommend using either the blonde, or my mom is a redhead, and she's really loving the brunette color in the brow tint and also in the brow liner. There's even the dark brunette. And so if you have darker or if you want a darker look, I would definitely go with the dark brunette, because the brunette is a pretty true brown. And so if you want it a little darker, the dark brunette is a wonderful choice. And then you can fill it in with Cinnabar or Mahogany. Those are other eyeshadows that you can use with the eyeliner and to really shape it and get it exactly where you want. So, and then for our dark hair, so if you have dark hair like jet black, pure, you want to use, like if you use too dark, it's going to look a little harsh. So you want to try and maybe use a combination of shades. I would definitely recommend the black brown. There's a black brown and there's also a dark brunette, but there's also brunette too in the liners, and then the dark brunette for the brow tint. And then we have Espresso. It's an eyeshadow that could also work as a really great eyebrow tint for people who have really dark hair, but don't want to go too extreme and look too harsh. So those are for the brow colors to kind of give you an idea. And they're in our catalog. I think my catalog's in the other room at the moment, but you can kind of look through all the different shades and see which one works the best. We don't have samples of them, but if you live close to your beauty consultant and she has demos of them, I have full-size demos of these that I let customers demo with. And then these are pretty easy to use as demos because you can just like kind of cut off the edge that they tried, or just cut that off in the beginning and let them put it on. And then with these, you can use our like for consultants, you can use like the mascara wands that are just, plain. And they don't have mascara on them, but they're just the empty wands. You can put those in and let people apply the brow tints. So that's a really great way to demo. And that's how I demo those. And also with the brow liner. Okay, so we are going to wrap up now. I'll give you a chance to do referrals. Before I do that, though, I want to hurry and spin the wheel to find out what our gift with purchase is. So let's get this spinning and find out. And so maybe you're needing to order brow products. Maybe you learned something tonight and you want to give it a try. Or maybe there's something else that you're running low on. Maybe Nicotine Liver is definitely a popular one lately. And can't even keep that on my shelves. But it looks like our mini mascara is going to be the gift with purchase for our Wow Brows class. So remind your beauty consultant when you order from her tonight that you get a mini mascara with your purchase. So, and back to the referral part. I'm going to play some music for you guys and give you a chance to think about who do you know and you'd love to offer them a new year, new you facial or makeover. They can live anywhere in the United States. We do ask that they're over 21 and don't already have a beauty consultant that you know of. Of course, we always check with them before when we invite them. And they get full pampering treatment, especially if they live out of state or not close to, the beauty consultant. They can get it and use the samples in the privacy of their own home while we teach a class online. And then if they live close, we do offer in-person treatments. I did one this morning and we demoed our hydrogel eye patches so they can come and experience some incredible products. And that's one thing I love about Mary Kay is you can try it first and experience it and learn about it. And then if you decide to get it, you already know how it feels, how to use it, and we teach. So we're very education-based on that. Okay, so now I'm going to get some music going on for you, and we are going to make this a little bigger so you can see it. Make sure you put your name in the YouTube or the Facebook, or you privately text me if you can't comment for some reason on either of those. And that way I'll get your name and we'll wrap up with our drawing here at the end soon. So you can just privately send these to your beauty consultant. Don't put them in the chat, but just privately either write them down on a piece of paper, text a picture of it to her, or just text her individually. And I was a referral, so I'm so grateful for the referral program. So here we go.
Do you believe? Do you believe? Have I gone insane? you do it all again? Yeah, would you do it all again? Would you do it all again? Would you do it all again? Yeah, would you do it all again? Would you do it, do it, do it, do it, do it? Would you do it all again? Would you do it, do it, do it, do it, do it? Would you do it all again? Would you do it, do it, do it, do it, do it? Would you do it all again?
Okay, I think I got everyone's name down. So I'm just going to read them off so you can make sure you're on there. I have Mary Lynn, Tirsa, Rachel, Ashley, Krista, Sabrina, and Sherry. So if I didn't just call your name and your customer, make sure you put your name in the chat. So as we wrap up, I'm going to show some of the deals that we have going on right now. So on this sheet, I've categorized it to our most popular products. On the very top, there is our skincare. Then right below that is supplements. Then in the Love Your Look section, it's more of our makeup, from not only just like wearing your makeup, but also cleaning it off with the eye makeup remover. And Love the Extras is our satin hands, satin lips, some of our most popular body products. So with the products we talked about, there's not a brow one, but you can customize and make your own brow set. And so if you were adding up like the eyebrow brush, I can't live without that, plus the brow liner, the brow tint, and the brow precision liner, that would be its own set at $54. And then eye makeup remover, if you wanted to add that, that's $20. So that would put it as $74. That would count. Actually, that could count as one set. I'm just kind of looking at prices there. Actually, that would count as one set. If you even added the eye makeup remover to the $74. So, and I love that so much as well. So on here, that's the products we talked about and tried, and I'll just quickly just show them once more. But we have the brow dual end. This comes separately, so it doesn't come in the brush set. So you get that separately for $12. The liner for $14, the brow gel for $14, and the brow tint for $14. Whoops. So I love that. So, and those all come in a set. And then if you want to add the eye makeup remover, make sure you shake it because it has a cleaner and a conditioner in it. So that way you're not just using like the cleaner part and then you're left with the conditioner part or vice versa. So you shake it up really good and then hold it, especially if you're doing it on your eyes to remove your eye makeup before bed, just hold it there. With your eyes closed, just gently let it soften up the makeup and then gently wipe away the rest. And then I apply it on the other side. You can use like a cotton ball or a cotton round, then apply it on the other side and do the same thing on the other eye. It comes off nice and smooth. So I'm going to pull this back up. So that's our specials. And then on the top part is the Princess, Queen, and Cadillac. And so we love to give a savings if you're getting multiple sets. So the Princess, you can pick out 4 sets on the page. And so maybe you're like, I love what we talked about tonight, working on the brows. And maybe you want to add the professional brush set, which is going to give you 5 amazing brushes. There's 3 eyeshadow brush, a cheek brush, and a powder brush. And then there's the Dash Out the Door look, which is going to give you the other finishing touches with eyeliner, mascara, lip gloss, a blush, and an under eye corrector. And then maybe you want the eye candy set, which has the eye makeup remover, the mascara, eyeliner. And there's also the Luscious Lips that has lip liner, lipstick, and lip gloss. And the finishing set has our finishing spray, our all over powder brush, which also comes in the brush collection. So you don't need that if you're getting the brush collection. You could just get the finishing spray and the translucent loose powder separate, and maybe add in a pressed powder. And then there's the Flawless Face Set, which gives you a foundation primer, a foundation brush, which I love our liquid foundation brushes, and then a foundation that's your correct color. So if you haven't been matched by your consultant, she can mail samples to you, or if you live close, in person is definitely preferred. And then at the very top, with the Princess, so you can pick out 4 sets and just pay $1.99. So it kind of depends on what 4 sets you're picking out is how much your savings is. The Queen, you can pick out 6 sets and pay $2.99. The Cadillac, you can pick 8 sets and just pay $3.99. And then you get a travel roll-up bag. And this is, I think every woman deserves something very beautiful to organize all of our skincare, makeup, body care, deodorant, hair stuff, travel size shampoos, it's travel size skincare, and have it all in one place. And I have mine hanging behind my bathroom door. And then, in fact, I have my demo one right here. I can show you. But I think if you don't have something like this to keep everything organized, it makes it so simple, because then when I go on a trip, all I have to do is take this, pretty much. I rip out each of the bags and I put them in my suitcase in different areas so it packs really tightly. And then I just fold this up into thirds so it lays flat in my suitcase. And then whenever I get where we're going, when I get where I'm going, just pop these back on, hang it up. Most hotel rooms have, if you don't have a hook in the bathroom, you probably have something you can hang it in the closet, because it's just kind of like a hanger. So you can just hang it up. And there you go. So I love this bag so much. So that is the gift of the purchase with that. And then as we wrap up, I'm going to share our best kept secret. Our best kept secret is our starter kit. Right now, it's only $35 to start Mary Kay. It's such a low cost startup. I was with a friend today, and she had been a Mary Kay years ago, and she was like, oh my gosh, it was not that cheap when I joined. So she joined, I think, in 2019. It was $100 then. And I just love that. You think of inflation and everything, and 5 years later, it's only $35. Like, shut the front door. I love this time of year, with goal setting, different things. And so if one of your goals is for self-improvement, whether it's working on a health goal or a money management, or like a personal, social goal, or time management, you think of all the different things that we've learned through having our own business with Mary Kay. It's definitely my favorite part. I joined Mary Kay for the extra income and the flexibility. My husband could see the personal growth that would come from it. And then I also have loved the positive friendships. You are the average of the people you hang around. So look at the 5 people that you spend the most time with. And are they building you up? Are they helping you want to be your best version of yourself? And so make sure that you are surrounding yourself with positive people. And that has been my Mary Kay girlfriends. And I never would have imagined that women could be positive. So it has been such an incredible experience. And I've loved how I've worked Mary Kay in different stages of my life. Before I had kids, with kids, and now my kids are, getting older. And then when they are grown and gone, I just love that this business is flexible and works at any stage of my life. And it can be such a great influence on my family and teach them as they watch me. They can learn different. My 6-year-old already has some time management skills that she's seen because of my business with making my 6 most important things list before bed. A lot of times she starts making her own list, and then of course it's just kind of scribbled, or she tries to write the best she can. And then a lot of times she's like, can you make my list? And then right now there's optional add-ons. The $45 gives you samples. The $90 gives you full-size products, which the oil-free eye makeup removers in that as well. Super fun. And so those are additional. They're just optional, and you can decide if you want to do them all at once, or you have the first 15 days to think about it. And then the second thing is, I love to share this. When we do place our orders from Mary Kay, we all get 50% off. So I know we have a couple consultants on here. Tammy, we have Donna. I don't know who else is watching, but I love that we all work this at wildly different levels. We all joined at different times, but we all get the same 50% discount. So there's no levels of discounts. And so our minimum order is $225. We get a hand select $450 retail, and we just pay half of that. And you only have to do that once a year to remain a consultant. And the last thing's the 90% buyback guarantee, which is my absolute favorite because I didn't know if this would be a good opportunity for me. I'm very introverted. I had never sold anything. I wasn't huge into makeup. And so there was a lot of like, this is so out of my comfort zone. But I love that it stood for the values: God first, family second, career third. I was like, a company that says that has gained my respect right from the beginning. And these last 15 years in growing this business, I have absolutely loved how they stay true to those values. And I love that there's no sales quotas. I love that the flexibility of working as little or as much as I've wanted to, and the personal growth. Like, anyway, it's just fantastic. So that's a little about the starter kit and what's available right now. So, and by joining tonight, you get our brush collection as a signing bonus. Like I showed before, it comes with those 5 professional brushes and a gorgeous collection bag. And I believe every woman should also have their own professional brush collection that just helps make it so easy to apply their makeup. And my girls already, they're 6 and 8, they understand brushes, and they like, Mom, can we borrow your brushes? So I'm like, okay. It starts at a young age, but I love it. Okay, so as we wrap up, we are going to do our wheel of names, and I'm going to pull it up here, double check everyone's on it, because if you're not, please put your name in the chat. And I already called the names. I'll put them in alphabetical order really quick so that you can kind of see your name a little easier, and then I will shuffle it up before we do our drawing. So thank you guys so much for being on here. Next week's class is on exfoliation products that help with sloughing off dead skin, helping you look the most youthful version of you, and also fading like dark spots, age spots, sunspots. And so you'll definitely want to have that. And plus a couple tips and tricks on how to use it on like your hands and your neck, which are also areas that we age. And also I've used them on my feet too. So lots of fun things. Okay. I'm not seeing any other new messages. So let me just double check the Facebook group and double check my messages because I don't want to miss anyone. Okay. I think I checked everywhere. So beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. So let's shuffle this up a couple times. And let's see who our lucky winner is of the clear brow gel. And it looks like it is Mary Lynn. Yay! I'm so excited, Mary Lynn. I'll get this to you in the mail. This is the clear brow gel, so it's so amazing. I like to do it first before I do any of my brow products, but you can also play around with it and see if you like it after you've done the brow tint products. So congratulations. Rachel says congratulations in there. So love it, love it, love it. Okay. So thank you so much for hopping on. I'll get this in the mail to you, Mary Lynn. And then please text your consultant and let her know that you finished watching this so that she gets credit. She gets credits for you watching. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. And then if you're ordering anything from her, make sure you remind her of the mini mascara that you get as your gift with purchase. That's so great for travel or just to try if you haven't tried all of our new ones. So you're welcome, Sabrina. Our pleasure. So thanks so much for being on here supporting Sarah. So text your beauty consultant right now, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night and Happy New Year. See ya. Bye.